welcome to my channel. If you've decided to click on this video, thank you so much for joining me and spending a little bit of your time with me today. Today I'm going to be talking about it was a mass murder family, like a family annihilator type of situation that happened in Covina, California, which is weird because I used to live in West Covina, which isn't far from where this crime took place. So apparently, what happened was Bruce Jeffrey Pardo was married to Sylvia Pardo, and so they went through a divorce, and their divorce finalized in December the 18th. And so what happened was, I think that set him off. So what he did was he went and he dressed up like a Santa Claus, went to his ex's in-laws' house, and apparently shot and killed 9 people, including his ex's family. There is some information out there that says that he set fire to the house. So it shows that some of the murders were gunshot wounds. Others says that they died by arson. It's said to be one of the worst crimes at that time. It was in 2008 for West Covina, like the biggest type of mass shooting. But obviously there were problems in the marriage, and poor Sylvia, she finally thought that she was free of this man, and then he goes and does this horrible act and ends up murdering not only her, but her family as well. I just think it's really sad, like maybe they were having problems. Maybe she was seeing the slips and or whatever it was that's going on in his personality, because people, when it comes to relationships, people do snap. And unfortunately, a lot of women fall victim to this. It's not, but again, as I said before, it's not always just women that fall victim to this type of crime. Men also do fall victim to crimes like this. So I just wanted to go ahead and share the video and just let you guys know some information about it. It says that what he did was he he went in, and then it says on Christmas Eve he dressed up like a Santa Claus, and it says Los Angeles County, which is Covina is part of Los Angeles County. Bruce Jeffrey Pardo, who was wearing a Santa costume, entered the property belonging to his former in-laws and killed 9 people by shooting or arson. From also, like, remember I was saying, like, some of them, I guess it was determined that they died from the arson rather than the shooting. And then later on Christmas Day, I guess he went to his brother's, and when he went to his brother's, on Christmas Day, he shot and killed himself. So obviously, this man was 45 years old. He was a local resident, and so that he carried out this crime. And what's weird about it is, like, when you look at the pictures of the family, like, you would never assume or think like anything like that. I think all the cases though are like that. We just don't know, you just never really know when a person is going to snap. I just thought this was a really sad story. I hadn't seen it before. I used to live in West Covina. That was maybe in the early 2000s I lived there. And this crime happened in 2008, so it wasn't part of, it didn't happen when I was living there. But there are many cases of abuse, domestic violence, and things like that. And, unfortunately, like I said, this poor woman, she was trying to get away from it. Her divorce was finalized on December the 8th. Unfortunately, that's what happened. So I just wanted to go ahead and put this video out. I also wanted to address the fact that the last video that I posted, it was about the Idaho murders, and I was talking about innocent until proven guilty. I still do believe in that, in the justice system. Maybe the caption that I put did get some backlash, but that's to be expected. What I wanted to do was just explain the American justice system, and how things are always done trial by media, and it's just really sad. Because the media paints them as guilty before they're even found guilty by a jury of their peers. Again, I hope that I was not trying to. I never mentioned the person's name, nor did I mention any of the children that passed in the video. I just wanted to capture people could understand what the American justice system is like. Like I said before, it's kind of whack. The case I'm talking about today, though, is already, it's it's out there. It's been out there for quite some time. It's a, kind of like a family annihilator situation, and obviously, some people just don't know how to take rejection, and it's really sad. I think that a lot of it goes down to also, violence and domestic violence. I mean, we don't know exactly what was going on between the two of them, but obviously, for Sylvia to initiate the divorce, there were reasons. And again, we don't know what goes on between two people. But for him to just go and decide that, he was not only going to take her life, I mean, that in itself is horrible, but then to go and take the lives of her family members and then burn the house down, like that is just straight cold. This man has already passed away, as I said. He killed himself the next morning, Christmas Day, it says at his brother's house. Again, this is Bruce Jeffrey Pardo, and I will go ahead and leave the link in the description if you would, that I'm just kind of doing on the side. But I am enjoying it. I do, I don't enjoy telling, grim stories, but I think that, they're important, especially like for women that or men that find themselves in a situation where maybe they should just get out before things like this happen, and get as far away from the person as possible, especially if there's any inclination of violence and domestic violence, or things like this. It just seems to happen a lot. Rejection, especially like if the husband was still in love, obviously, or couldn't imagine seeing her move on without him, caused him to obviously have a mental break, or maybe he was already having a mental break prior to all this. I mean, this could be the reason for the divorce. But, anyways, if you did tune in, please like and subscribe if you like. And, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I try to reply to all the comments. Sometimes I don't see them. Again, like I said, because I have a full-time job, and I'm also going through this moving situation. So I'm like back and forth. I don't know if you notice, like some of my backgrounds are a little bit different. It's just because I'm just using my laptop and my camera. So things aren't like fully set up yet. But I didn't want to go, without telling the story, because it's just really sad. All right. So thank you very much for joining me and for giving me a little bit of your time. And I hope that you will come back and see any future content that I do make. Okay. Until then, you guys take care of yourselves, and I will talk to you soon. Have a good night. Bye bye.